Downsizing challenges come from a few reasonable or understandable objections. I'm going to say I have a top 10. In this video, we'll just cover the first 5, and we'll try to answer any of those objections that you have. If you don't know me, I'm Gina Wakeham, and I'm a real estate advisor here in beautiful Victoria, BC, where I help buyers and sellers in Saanich in the greater Victoria area achieve a successful, stress-free sale or purchase through education, strategy, and marketing. I'm with eXp Realty and the Wakeham Davies Group, and we have sold hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of houses, and we hope to help you too. If I am not in your particular area, but you would still like help, please feel free to reach out. My details are in the comment box below. I'm happy to email you back, or if you need help finding another agent in your area, I'm happy to help you there as well. Objection number 1. My house is worth more than that. I can hear it now. My house is worth more than that. Okay. I understand always how sellers are particularly attached to their homes. It's an extension of who they are. But we have to look at what is truth. If you are getting an online estimate, for example, from your assessment, you have to understand that that assessment can be 6 months out of date. And it really is a blanket value attached to your home. Those people that are providing you that assessment, they haven't come in your home. They don't know what you've painted, what you've done. They might know things if you've pulled permits, but if you've made amazing changes to your home and they haven't seen them, how do they know what the value is? And like I said, it can be outdated. There can be quite a large margin of difference between a price assessment that you might get, say, from something, in our case, like BC Assessment, or online. Even when you put your home into an agent's will provide you a comparable, you really have to take that with a grain of salt because, again, we're not looking there specifically at, does this one have one more bathroom? Does that have a double car garage? Does this one have a view? Does that one have an HVAC system and air conditioning? What kind of floors does this one have? Just know that if you're not really experienced and you're not spending hours and hours and hours going through those properties, the price estimate that you have in your mind might not be totally accurate. Now, remember that buyers compare your home to recent sales, not your expectations. While you might think, oh, buyers are going to love this or they're going to find this valuable, they're going to go online and they're going to look at everything with their agent that's recently sold or recently become pending, and again, go through and critique each individual characteristic of those properties to make sure, as a buyer, they're not overspending on a home. Your value depends on your location, the condition, your floor plan, your overall maintenance and repair of the home. Has this been a well-maintained home? And it also is going to depend on the competition. Remember, overpricing your home will only reduce the showings. And once your home's overpriced and it sits, builds up a bit of a bad stigma about it. People are like, why is that house on the market? And sometimes there's reasonable reasons. I have a property listed in an area and they're unique properties and they do not really cater to everyone in that area. And additionally, what happened is once this unique little community got built, another community got built with about 1,200 homes. The quantity listings is so high in that area that there's so many homes for people to choose from. It's just very difficult. So for that reason, it's just an example that why a house might sit on the market longer than what the average days on market is. But the point is you want to start your pricing spot on so that you have an effective sale right away. And once your home has sat on the market, it is just most likely it's going to sell for less because people are going to know that you've sat there for quite a while. I do it as a buyer's agent. I look and I'm like, ooh, they've been on there 30 days or more. These people want to move on. Or that agent let me know when I called that those people that bought another house, they have to move forward. Guess who's not probably going to offer top price for that now? Not my buyer. A CMA or a comparative market analysis will give you a very clear indication when your agent does it of what a good range of value is, market value for your home. Get them to do one of those for you. A realistic price is going to protect your downsizing game plan because you don't want to plan your future based on thinking, oh, I'm going to have this amount of equity when I sell my home. And then no, you're not. You know, that shiny new car you were maybe going to get, it's going to go bye-bye. It's not going to happen. You're not going to take that first class trip. You're going to be in the coach with the rest of us. I'd like to go first class. I'm working on that. Overall, accurate pricing will just attract more buyers. And the more people you can get through the home, the better chance you have on an offer, and the better chance you even have on maybe more than one, so that you can choose the best offer for you. Okay, number 2, I want to keep everything. I might need it. Well, most households only use 20 to 30% of what they own. It's probably like the old 80-20 rule. You don't use 80%, you use 20%. So decluttering will reduce your stress. You just want to move forward in a more peaceful, simpler manner. If you've got those, maybe I just need them once a year items, you've got a long folding table that you use when your family comes home for Christmas dinner, borrow it, rent it, don't keep it. Don't pay to store it. If you don't use it in 90 or 100 days, heck, 2 months, you probably don't use it at all. Now, one thing I have said to people in the past is pay attention to what you use per season. If you are, and especially if you're using something consecutively in more than one season, that would be a good thing to keep. But if you're really only using the odd thing during Christmas or during spring, maybe it's something that you can borrow or rent, so you don't have to pay for storage. And if you're not sure, you find it overwhelming, professional organizers can help you prioritize your essentials. You know, there are downsizing specialists beyond your real estate agent. They can actually bring in people who can go through all of your items and will tell you what they can sell in an online auction, or maybe what you should sell on your own, or what you can donate, etc. But you don't need to keep all the stuff. We don't need all the stuff. Too much stuff. Number 3, my furniture will fit. Well, it might not. If you're moving to a smaller area and you have big furniture, well, you're not going to have a lot of room to move around with ease. You'll be tripping on furniture. It's not going to look good. It's probably not going to feel good. It's not going to suit the room. It's going to make your whole place overall look super small. Your furniture may not fit. You need to assess that during the process as you look at rooms and at properties and get floor plans. You'll be able to measure what you have and then look at it on the floor plan and see what you can keep and what you can't. Like I said, large furniture can really reduce mobility. If you're getting older or further on in your golden years and maybe you're using a walker for some assistance, you just want to be careful that your furniture isn't too big or you're not taking too much and it's just cluttering up your space. Remember, if you can find furniture that's multi-purpose, it'll just increase efficiency and save you a lot of hassle. Lighter pieces are going to improve accessibility and keeping pathways clear. Also, it just makes your life easier when you're trying to find something and there's just not so much clutter. You don't need all this stuff. Number 4, I can handle the move myself. Do you want to? If your back sore, your hip sore, you're tired, this is a lot. You have to declutter, you have to organize, you have to pack, you have to label. Don't do it. Ask friends, ask family, get quotes from movers early on. Some moving companies will obviously even offer to pack your items for you. So that's an option as well. A do-it-yourself move is just going to increase your chance of injury and stress. Ask family to help you prepare, ask friends to help you unpack, but try to leave the core work to professionals. Plus, professional movers have all the right stuff. They've got the right bubble wrap, and they're there to protect your belongings, and also they're insured. If Buddy Joe down the street with a pickup truck drops your box of china, you're probably going to have nothing but a giant hassle. So use the professionals. Number 5, I'll adjust to the community. Well, you used to love to walk to your grocery store and your pharmacy and your bank, because some people out there still go into a bank. I get it. You have moved somewhere where you have to get in your car and drive every time you want to go to somewhere that you would usually walk to. Well, you don't want to adjust to your community. You want to find the right community. The other thing is you don't want to isolate yourself too much. It can become lonely if you end up in the wrong community and you're someone who used to go to the community center down the street, or walks their dog, or takes the dog to the dog park. You visit this group of friends. Just be careful that you do not put yourself in a situation where you're used to being very social and now you're very isolated. Really, people thrive when they have routines and connection. Again, even though you'll have to work your way into a new routine, you will find one, and then staying connected is very important. You don't want to end up isolated. As you get older, driving might get more difficult. I always think it's important to be in a community where the bus is very convenient. You can use a scooter really easily, or there's a very good walk score, because it's sad. It's sad when you see people and they're just losing their independence because they haven't set themselves up correctly to facilitate leaving their condo to go do anything. Stay connected. I think we'll stop at those 5 for now. And, in another video, we've talked about really the importance of a game plan and someone who's really going to guide you through this process so that you don't make mistakes and they can deal with your objections, which really, of course, are concerns. I invite you to check the description box below so that you can download this video's guide. Each video usually has a different guide. We can help you through this downsizing process successfully, or resizing process successfully, and it's free. And I don't know when else you got something free today, so please check it out. If you watch this video, I hope you'll give it a like, and of course subscribe if you just want to be notified when more videos become available. Just saves you looking. I'm Gina Wakeham with eXp Realty and the Wakeham Davies Group, and like I have said before, our team has helped hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of buyers and sellers, and I would be happy to help you too. If you or someone you know needs assistance, please see my contact details below and reach out. I look forward to you watching the next video. I hope you'll give this a like and subscribe, and go have a great day.